حياكم الله متدربين الأعزاء in the second lecture of unit number 9 city living, and we are talking about the first subject here, comparative and superlative adjectives, and we are talking about and watching video talking about this subject with details. So we have here a grammatical base or rule to how add er or more is that regular comparative adjectives. So grammar dispute here, the first point, grammar comparative adjectives add er or more, write the comparative forms, and we say that if the vowel is coming between two consonants CVC, we couple or نضاعف الحرف الأخير and add er to the end of the adjective. And if the adjective have more than one syllable, like romantic, we add more before the adjective and to become more romantic. Small is end with the consonant and we add here er. And we are talking about some adjectives which end with the vowel E, and we add just R if it has one syllable. And we have here some adjectives are irregular, غير قياسية. والغير قياسية like good become better and bad become worse. So we will continue to solve the practice comparing cities, and we have two or more cities. We need to compare between them or among them. Complete the conversations using the comparative form of the adjectives. طبعا نحن نقارن بين الأسماء، لكن درجة المقارنة تقع في adjectives. Let us listen to this practice and fill these blanks with the suitable words. Before that, we use the adjectives here between the two practice. Like New York is old, become older than London. B, no it isn't. New York is much more modern. Modern is consists of more than one syllable, so we put more before the adjective modern. Let us listen to the left of the practice.
Tape script 9.5. Comparing cities. 1.
New York is older than London.
No, it isn't. New York is much more modern.
2.
Tokyo is cheaper than Bangkok.
No, it isn't. Tokyo's much more expensive.
3.
Seoul is bigger than Beijing.
No, it isn't. Seoul is much smaller.
4.
Johannesburg is safer than Cape Town.
No, it isn't. It's much more dangerous.
5.
Taxi drivers in New York are better than taxi drivers in London.
No, they aren't. They're much worse.
Thank you for listening, and I suggest that because that practice is very important, and I think it's coming
Tape script
in
9.5. Comparing cities. 1.
New York is older than London.
No, it isn't. New York is much more modern.
2.
Tokyo is cheaper than Bangkok.
No, it isn't. Tokyo's much more expensive.
3.
Seoul is bigger than Beijing.
No, it isn't. Seoul is much smaller.
4.
Johannesburg is safer than Cape Town.
No, it isn't. It's much more dangerous.
5.
Taxi drivers in New York are better than taxi drivers in London.
No, they aren't. They're much worse.
Thank you for listening, and we have here cheap. It has one syllable, so add er and than. Cheaper than. More than one syllable, more expensive. Big, bigger than. Small, smaller. Safe, safer than. Dangerous, more dangerous. Good, better than. Bad, worse. Now we have superlative adjectives. What do you mean of superlative adjectives? When you compare someone with the others in a small group. يعني عندما تقارن شخص for example شخص معين في جروب صغير وهو يتميز عليهم أو أسوأ منهم بصفة معينة، فلذلك نقول بدل ما نقول bigger in comparative we say biggest, popular, most popular, busy, busiest, good, best. عندما تقارن شخص أو تفاضل شخص على مجموعة من داخل مجموعة صغيرة، يعني كأن تكون class room or group of 5 people. when you superlative درجات المفاضلة تفاضل بيناتهم فتستعمل درجات المفاضلة إذا فاضلت شخص على المجموعة مالته. We have here big, biggest. Popular is consist of more than one syllable, so we use most popular or the most popular. Busy, busiest. Good, best, and so on. We have here grammar spot. Look at the superlative in the exercise. What are the rules? Again we have rules, regular and irregular. Irregular اللي تضاف له est or most in front of the adjective. Irregular like good become best, small, smallest, expensive, most expensive, hot, hottest. نضاعف الحرف T. easy, easiest. الواي تقلب إلى I وتضاف est. beautiful, most beautiful. A Parisian in London. This is the subject, or not subject. It is a title. Have got. What do you mean of have got? Have got is concerning of have. نتعامل مع have got like have. So have got, we use have got in a question. Have you got flat? هل لديك شقة? And we have used the have got in positive, question and negative sentence. Let us listen to the grammatical dispute about have got. This is the grammar summary for have got.
9.2. Have got and have. Have got means the same as have to talk about possession, but the form is different. We often use have got in spoken English. Positive. We've got a garden. She's got a cat. Here are some examples.
He's got a shop in Camden. It's got the largest market in the UK. I've got a good job. We've got a nice flat.
مثل ما أخذنا في الدروس السابقة with the present tense that we use has with the pronoun in singular he, she, it, exception I, and we use have with the pronoun I, you, we, they. والمختصر لهذا وهاز هو S and VE, and got is coming is the same with the two pronouns سواء كان بالمفرد أو بالجمع. Concerning of the British people, they use have got more than have, or they use have got of عادة يستخدمون have got. المختصر مع have VE قبلها كون. We have here some examples. He has got a shop in Camden. It has got the largest market in the UK. I have got a good job. We have got a nice flat. Of course, as we use have in negative, positive, question, we use have got in negative, positive, and the question. So let us see the negative with the have got.
Negative. I haven't got a car. She hasn't got a garage. Here are some examples.
We haven't got a big house. She hasn't got any brothers or sisters. They haven't got any children. I haven't got a car.
لو تلاحظ انه جميع اللي يطرأ او التغيرات اللي تطرأ في الجملة لا have got في صيغة have got فقط في الهاف والهاز فقط، أما الجوت ثابتة ويعني شكلها ثابت مع الجميع سواء كان positive, negative or question. Let us see the have got in question.
Questions. Have you got any money?
No, I haven't.
Has she got a sister?
Yes, she has.
Here are some examples.
Have you got a lot of friends?
Yes, I have.
Have they got a computer?
No, they haven't.
Has he got a job?
Yes, he has.
طبعا نستخدم في الكويستشن كما لو عندنا فعل have. Have you got a lot of friends? هنا الجواب القصير Yes I have or No I haven't. هنا uses have. احنا اما نستخدم have أو have got, but often in English language they use have got. So let us listen to the positive of the have. Positive sentence.
Have. Positive. We have a garden. She has a cat. Here are some examples.
He has a shop in Camden. We have a nice flat. I have a good job. It has the largest market in the UK.
مثل ما شرحنا سابقا انه البروناون in singular they take has, and the other pronoun I, you, we, they take have in positive or negative or question.
Negative. I don't have a car. He doesn't have a garage. Here are some examples.
We don't have a big house. They don't have any children. She doesn't have any brothers or sisters. I don't have a car.
They use here have and has as a main verb, so they add in negative don't and doesn't with the he, she, it. Look for have with the he, she, it, and doesn't is change has to become have. يعني اللي صار انه اس الشخص الثالث او اذا وجد has نستعمل doesn't وترجع has الى طبيعة الهاف في النفي اذا كانت have. Question.
Questions. Do you have any money?
No, I don't.
Doesn't.
Does she have a sister?
Yes, she does.
Here are some examples.
Do you have a lot of friends?
Yes, I do.
Do they have a computer?
No, they don't.
Does he have a job?
Yes, he does.
نستعمل do does في السؤال والنيجاتيف، بالعكس مع have got or has got لم يستخدم do does سواء كان في الكويستشن أو في النيجاتيف، استخدم ال haven't or hasn't in negative, and they use have or has in question. Here in present tense use do or does and have as a main verb. So he, she, it المفروض تأخذ has، لكن بما انه كان سؤالنا في does ترجع الهاز الى طبيعتها واللي هي have. And here the short answer for the question. مثل ما عرفنا انه اذا كان السؤال في زمن المضارع البسيط اذا كان السؤال في do او does نستعمل short question short answer sorry.
past. The past of both have and have got is had, didn't have.
We had a lovely holiday. I didn't have a happy childhood. What did you have for lunch?
The past tense for have, got and have. وبما انه نحن نستخدم have got as a have, but they often use have got. ونحن نعرف انه تكلمنا سابقا انه have got هي have، فالماضي مالتها سواء كان have got او have هو الهاد. اوكي، من نستخدمها في negative and question we use did، سواء كان بالنيجاتيف and question. I didn't، وبما ان did هي اللي تحمل الماضي فيها فيرجع الهاد إلى have. كذلك في الquestion what did you have not had in the past tense. Thank you for listening and thank you for watching our lecture for today.